esteemed members of the Council of Management of Campion School, Mr. Paul Macharu, Principal, teachers and staff of Campion School, many of the old Campionites that I see around in this hall, parents of all the boys, and last but not least, dear students of Campion School. It is a singular honor and privilege for me and my wife to be here today at the annual awards day of Campion. And I am truly grateful for this very kind invitation. For me, this is a moment which is very special. Because, like the students who are present here in this hall, I too was, or rather I should say, I too am a Campionite. Because once a Campionite, always a Campionite. Like the students here, I am wearing the Campion tag and wearing it with pride. Pride in the great school of which we are all a part. Like the students here, I have imbibed some of the great traditions and values that a student in his years in Campion finds himself immersed in and cannot but imbibe. And just like the students here will find in the years to come, I have found that it's this very special mix, the special Campion mix of academics, extracurricular activities, and above all, the Campion sense of values that matters most through life. What makes this institution great? Well, what defines the school and makes it what it is, really at the core of it, are the teachers. The teachers and principals of Campion School, past and present. And I would like to take this opportunity to pay my tribute to all the teachers of Campion School, whose tireless efforts, day in and day out, often go unsung but are really crucial for everything that this school and the boys accomplish. I wanted to say a few words about my own years in Campion. I was there at school between 1958 and 1966. Some things were different then. There was no prep class, no standards 1 and 2. School started with standard 3 and went on to the 11th standard. There was no tug-of-war hall in those days. Only an open space where we played hand cricket during the recess. But of course, the great Campion traditions and institutions were there then as they are now. The houses, with all the keen and healthy competition they inculcate and encourage, and activities like sports, debates, dramatics, and elocution. Perhaps the most nostalgic spot for me is the back garden. And I sometimes go there in the evenings, just like that. The back garden was host to innumerable school assemblies in the morning, PT classes, march pasts during school, and games during the recess and after school. Of course, the other point of nostalgia for me is, well, being here today. I often used to sit like you're sitting in these rows and listen to the drone of the chief guest. One day, when will it all be over? It will soon. Well, Campion has always been blessed with the best teaching staff in this city, and probably the country. I had some remarkable teachers, unforgettable characters, all of them. These included Mr. Horiwala for PT, Mr. Brown for mathematics, Mr. Gomes for physics, and Mr. Bhatia for Hindi. I should add that Mr. Bhatia has recently been honored by an award of the Jesuit Alumni Association for his outstanding contributions to education. Well, some facts that we came across while in school sort of intrigued me a lot. So I thought I'll share some of those with you. For instance, it's something we learnt in physics, which I found quite remarkable. That we never know, that we never can know, not even in principle, what is going on anywhere exactly at the present moment. Why is this? Well, that's because light takes time to travel. Whatever we look at, whatever we see, has happened already. It is what's over, not what's happening right now. We don't need a time machine to look into the past. Every time you look up at the night sky, you see the stars the way they were, thousands or millions of years ago, and not the way they are at present. This is the way it is. It's a fact. But this fact still for me remains a source of wonder. And it's a source of wonder for me and maybe for you. Talking of wonder, we all know the sense of wonder we feel when we encounter something that's remarkable. For instance, a beautiful work of art, a painting, a sculpture, or if you listen to an uplifting piece of music. But one feels a similar sense of wonder when one comes across, something quite different, but, a truly elegant proof, let's say in geometry. Or if you come across an astounding fact that seems hard to believe in science. Let me give you an example of something that astounded me when I first learned about it and continues to be a source of wonder for me. We all know that our bodies contain lots of different elements, such as carbon, nitrogen, calcium, and iron. But where did these elements originate? How were they manufactured? Where were the nuclear reactors, if you like, which made these elements? Given that early in the history of this universe, only very light elements like hydrogen and helium were present. Where did the heavy elements come from? The answer is that all other elements, including the iron in your blood and the calcium in your bones, were made in the stars. We are therefore, all of us, you and I and everybody, made of star stuffs, the stuff that we are children of the stars, in a literal sense. Well, it's interesting to see how the lessons we learn at Campion enter every walk of life. And, what I have seen is how it enters in the pursuit of science. For instance, in science, things never work the first time around. So we learn one should never give in. The scientific goal is paramount. Thus, we must put service before self. We often work in teams and realize, of course, that unity is strength. And of course, there's a lot of competition, so we better get going. It's now or never. Finally, a discovery in which we succeed in uncovering some new aspect or some new truth is truly thrilling. Truly, there is joy in truth. Well, I'll stop now. At the end, I'd like to convey my heartiest congratulations to all prize winners. They have worked hard, they deserve their laurels. At the same time, for students who will not be coming up to the stage this year, all of you have tried and tried hard. And hard work is the best reward. To every one of you, my very best wishes, all the very best of luck for the years to come, while you are in Campion and beyond. Thank you.